this month's box?
In this month's case, thank you, Sam, is 6 different wines from all over the world. Our first wine, we're gonna talk about each one. Our first one is Marione Valpolicella. This is a lovely red wine, a red blend coming from the northeastern part of Italy. This is Corvina, Rondinella, Croatina, and I believe a couple other grapes as well. It is extremely light. Actually, uniquely light for the region. A lot of other Valpolicellas you may have had have been a little bit darker. This producer is a husband and wife team, started in 1996. They actually really focus on having these elegant, delicate, fresh styles of Valpolicella. Great food-friendly wine, delicious with a lot of meals. Our second wine today is Domaine Chauveau. This is a Beaujolais Village started by André Chauveau in the 1950s. Tiny production, only 150 cases of this wine make it to the United States. And we got quite a few of them. So we're really excited about this wine. 100% Gamay, all coming from vineyards within Saint-Armour, a cru within Beaujolais, a pretty high quality vineyard site. You get lovely darker color on this than maybe other Beaujolais you've had. A lot of blackberry fruit, classic high acid, low tannin, awesome with like poultry or a lot of different types of dishes.
Take 17, here we go. All right, this is wine number 3. We have the GD Vajra Langhe Rosso. Nah, it's Nebbiolo. This is their 100% Nebbiolo from the Langhe. And so the Langhe is kind of a bigger region in which places like Barolo, Barbaresco, Asti, and Alba sit in. And so, whereas this is usually made into their full-on Barolo, you can kind of think of this Nebbiolo as sort of a baby Barolo. It's good to drink now, it's good to age. It has a lot of possibilities of food and wine pairing. So you get this like beautiful kind of dusty kind of fruit note on the nose, and then on the palate you get big tannins, just the right amount of fruit, good acidity. It's really, really nice with kind of roasts and anything kind of full-bodied for pasta dishes and things like that. And wine number 4 is the Catena Malbec from Mendoza in Argentina. So Mendoza is really high elevation, which gives really good balance to the wine, but you still get a big, fat, juicy red wine, really good for cold weather. So kind of dark plummy notes on the nose, really mouth-filling, very easy to drink texture. Pair it with stews and burgers on the grill if you happen to go outside.
All right, next up we have Rabble Zinfandel from Paso Robles, California. This was a project started by a couple that was hoping to kind of show off the kind of volatility of the Paso Robles region, which can be a great place for growing wine, but can also have some erratic weather. So they kind of went with a fun design based off the 16th century or earlier, I don't know what that is, 15th century. From the Nuremberg Chronicles, published in the late 15th century. These are pictures of the destruction of the town. Anyway, what we have here is like a classic American Zinfandel. Sees about 25% new oak, a lot of bramble, black fruits, kind of a mix of red and black fruit. Really smooth, polished, integrated tannins here. Not too much kind of bright acidity. It's a little more mellow of a wine, but this still isn't like your knockdown, drag out kind of Zinfandel. This is a little more, has a little pep in its step, I'd say. So last but not least, we have Matchbook Petite Sirah from Dunnigan Hills, right outside Sacramento. Petite Sirah is kind of a underrated grape, I think, on its own. This is the grape that's usually used to add a lot of kind of body and structure to a lot of red blends that people might enjoy. It is just like dense and inky in the glass. It's got a ton of tannin to it, but in a good way. It's a really kind of like chalky, dense, full-bodied kind of red. The kind of thing you just kind of want to like curl up with a book next to a fireplace with, because it's just kind of like full-bodied and rich and warming. A lot of like dense, jammy black fruit at the center of it. And it's still a pretty well-made wine. I mean, even for, you know, it doesn't clock in super high price point. Maybe it's something that is a little more overlooked sometimes. Petite Sirah gets kind of a bad rap, but this is a really well-made example of the grape.